Hello, everyone. So I am so excited to be doing this webinar for you. I am totally a teacher at heart, and I really, really enjoy teaching about things. I mean, whether it be new fitness programs that I try and I enjoy, I get new results from them, good results, or if it's a meal plan that works really good or a new recipe or whatever the case may be, I love teaching. So this webinar, I'm going to try to keep it fairly short. I'm going to shoot for maybe about a half hour, but definitely, it might get a little bit longer just because I'm going to tell you about my story. And as you can tell already, I talk fast, but I will try to at least slow it down a little bit. So I've got a lot of awesome information to cover, and this webinar is basically for anybody who is just curious about what coaching is all about. So, you've kind of been hearing me post about it, or, whoever your upline, whoever your coach is, they might be posting about coaching and just how amazing they're feeling and everything like that. And you're like, well, could I do that? And hopefully this webinar can answer some of those questions for you. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background on my story. So this is definitely going to be the short version, even though it might get a little bit long. But my story basically started in, the bulk majority of it started in 2014. Ever since I was in kindergarten, when somebody would ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I'm like, I want to be a mom. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to stay at home with my kids. I want to raise my kids. I want to be a mom. So when I had my son in 2010, I wanted to stay at home with him, and I had a great job. It just wasn't quite working out. It wasn't quite fitting at that point in time for me to be a stay-at-home mom. So even though I did not want to go back to work after my maternity leave, I did, and it was okay at that point, and it just got harder and harder and harder for me. And then I had my daughter in 2013, and I honestly, it kind of just all came to a head in 2014. I would drop them off at daycare, and most of the time I would be okay, even though basically felt like my heart was, tearing in two because I really wanted to be home with them. But, I'd hustle and bustle in the morning, whatever, and usually yelling at them in the morning because I was rushed, and it was rushed mornings, and it was not a good picture at all. I always left daycare thinking, why don't I have more patience? So that kind of paints the picture of the morning. I would go to work. I would, get caught up in work and not really think about it much. I remember so many times getting to lunch, and it's like when I would slow down is when I realized how much I missed them. And I feel kind of embarrassed to admit it, but there were many times where I would cry in the lunchroom because all I wanted to do was leave work and go home and be with my kids. I wanted to be the one that laid them down for their nap. I wanted to know how much, milk they usually drink throughout the day. Questions that doctors usually ask during the checkups and stuff. What are their normal habits? I'm like, I have no idea, and admitting that and realizing that I had no idea, the habits of my children, it tore me up inside. So, I was kind of just going through the motions of life. Get up in the morning, I rush, get the kids to school. I go to work because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I all of a sudden realized, though, in July of 2014, my husband and I both had vacation that week, and we didn't have any plans. We actually the kids were home with us, and we had fun all day long. It was amazing. And I was patient with my kids. I didn't realize that I still had that in me. I thought that I was just an impatient mom. That's who I was. But I realized that I was impatient because I was so incredibly stressed. I was stretched so thin, trying to take on too many different tasks. And yet, okay, where do I trim? I don't know how to get out of this. I felt like I was stuck. So that week that I was home for vacation, that Tuesday, I remember standing in my kitchen and I just broke down. I just started crying and I said to my husband, I'm like, I don't know what has to change, but something has got to change. Either I need to start caring less at work, or I need to do something different for work. I need to, stay at home. Maybe I need to change me. Maybe I just need to do something to change how I feel. And I didn't know what that something was, but something has got to change is how I felt in that moment. So over the rest of 2014, I prayed a lot just for direction. I'm like, okay, really, if I'm supposed to be working mom, I work outside the home, this is what I am supposed to be doing in my life. I just want to be content with it. And I didn't feel like I was content with it at all. So I'm like, okay, and if that's not what I'm supposed to do, then show me. Like, show me different nudges that, I can truly see what God's path is for me. So in August I had seen a before and after picture of my coach in her swimsuit, kind of like the one that you see on the screen now. And I was like, I wonder if my stomach just looks the way that it does because I had kids and it's just the way that it is and there's nothing I can do about it. Or maybe if I start working out, I actually could, be happy with my stomach and I could get rid of some of the achiness. So I bought the program with Shakeology. I had no idea what this Shakeology stuff was. And I bought it and I tried it, and it was a gradual process for me. And I had to take things like one step at a time, but I fell in love with it. I completely changed my emotions. It completely changed my entire life. So fast forward a little bit, because it changed my emotions so much, I wanted to help other people find that happiness. I'm like, I had no idea that I could feel this good from working out. And I've always heard, people saying, like, if you're depressed or if you, are sad about something, like, go work out, it'll help you. Okay. But when you're in that moment, like, a lot of times, at least for me, I don't think about working out if I felt like crap, if I felt sad. So that is why I became a coach, is because I wanted to help other people find that happiness. What I found from coaching was so much more than that. As you can see by this list on here, like the unhappy and discontent, and then, I found my happy completely, but the dragged down by negativity, and now I am surrounded by positivity. I was craving that so much. When I was at work, everybody knew if you were going to talk gossip about somebody else, go in somebody else's office. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want that around me. I don't even like watching the news because it's just most of the time stuff that doesn't truly affect my life. And it just makes me upset with the world, So with the Beachbody community, though, I have found so much positivity. People truly looking to build you up. And at times, even when you don't even realize that you need it. So that is probably my favorite part. It is really, really rewarding, though, when somebody comes to me and says, you know what? I was able to give my kids a piggyback ride last night because I've been working out and I've been eating better. And it's all because of you, Lacey. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I was able to help you make changes in your life that truly affect your daily living. You can actually enjoy being with your kids more, or with your friends, or with your husband more because of something that I did. Like, that's really cool. So I get really, really excited. And I guess the last part of my story is that I am home with my kids now. So how that all kind of came to be, I didn't fully replace my income, in 2 months, because as you'll find out in the rest of my presentation here tonight, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's really not. It takes a lot of hard work. It is fun, hard work, but it does. It takes a lot of hard work and getting that momentum going in order to get the income side going. But I became a stay-at-home mom, and I work from home doing coaching with my kids right by my side because I had faith. I had this overwhelming sense of faith that this is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and that the financial side of it, I can build this business into a very lucrative income if I work hard and I stay consistent with it. And I knew that. I truly believed it. And so did my husband. So I was able to quit my job, and actually it is my 1-year anniversary tomorrow that I quit my job. So on to the next slide. Enough about me. Anyways. So I'm going to try to move this screen over just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's not going to let me. Well, I'll just go like this for now. So a little bit of background about Team Beachbody. So it was founded in 1998 by John and Carl, and they created fitness programs. And it was just, they would sell fitness programs. Well, the coaching network started actually about 8 years ago. And they realized that what people really need is not only fitness, not only nutrition, but people need support. In order to truly make sustainable change in your life, a lot of people need that support. I was totally one of them. I didn't think I was, because I had the mentality of like, oh, I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody else to hold me accountable. Well, the truth of the matter is, the beginning of working out, it was not fun for me. So I'm really, really glad that I had my coach. I had that support and the accountability and everything that I needed in order to get that train moving. And then, I got into the habit of working out, and now I absolutely love it and I crave it, but that was not always the case. So people need that peer-to-peer support in achieving personal health and fitness goals. So that side of it is really, really cool, because we have challenge groups on Facebook. And there's a brand new app that Beachbody has as well. And it's the My Challenge Tracker app. And so that's really, really cool. It's kind of cutting edge. And we would no longer need Facebook all the time to do our challenge groups. We can actually do them on this app on your phone. So Team Beachbody is a network marketing MLM, which is multi-level marketing company. So you can earn money through direct sales and team sales. Now, this part of it kind of like people throw up red flags, and it's like, ooh, that feels like pyramid scheme. It's not. First, I think you need to understand what a pyramid scheme truly is. And I needed to understand that. Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme whatsoever. And I'll get into that a little bit more later too in my slides that are coming up. But Beachbody, I learned mainly through Summit last year, which is a really amazing conference that's down in Nashville. And when I went to Summit last year in July, I learned that Beachbody is built on integrity and on morals. And they truly care about the quality of their programs that they have and the products that they're putting out. Their amount of care and attention to detail that they have in Shakeology is amazing. I mean, they make sure that they only put the right amount of ingredients in things so that they actually complement each other, and your body can truly absorb those nutrients the way that it should. So you're not seeing like 5,000% vitamin C when you know that your body is just going to pass that anyways. It's just excess, So they really, really care about their products and about their people. So that's really why they started the coaching network, is because, they realize that people need support, and who better to support them than the people that have gotten great results from their products? So it's really a win-win. It's an amazing company to be a part of. Let's see here. Okay, so a lot of times I get the question of, okay, so who would make a good Beachbody coach? All right, well, let's go through this because it's really, really interesting to me. And again, I'm going to move this so that you can see a little bit more. I wish that wasn't on the side. Okay, so this is just kind of a list. A Beachbody coach is someone who believes in helping people. That is the cornerstone of our business, is that we truly care about other people. That we love Beachbody products and or health and fitness. So, you don't have to do your program first and then be a coach. You actually, if you wanted to do it all along the way, so like get your program and post about it on Facebook and share about it and have people, sign up under you and coach them as you're doing your program. You don't have to have like before and after pictures in order to do that. So the third one is already working on or wants to start working on your own health and fitness. So another part of coaching is truly being proof that the product works. So we use these products. We do the programs. We drink Shakeology. I drink the Energize, which is the pre-workout formula. It's all natural, and the Recover for afterwards. I do that because I want to teach people and I want to share with them what works for me. I don't want to sell you anything. We'll get into that more later too, as far as the sales side of it goes, but it's not about selling at all, but we just use these products ourselves and then share about them. So the fourth one, believes that they are made for something more. This is huge to me because I truly did. I felt like I want to make more of a difference in life. I want to build a legacy for my family. I want to build financial freedom. I want to pay off all of our debt. I truly wanted more for my life. And this is totally the vehicle to get me there. Has a positive attitude or is willing to work towards a positive attitude. So I know not everybody is as bubbly as me. I get it. I am naturally positive. I crave that positivity. Not saying that there are days, there's definitely days that I'm down and I'm just not really feeling it, not feeling inspired. But another aspect to coaching that is really, really fun is it's called personal development. And you might kind of turn up your nose like, really? Self-help books? It's not like that at all. It's just finding books that make you a better person or podcasts or whatever would work for you, but it helps you to have that positive attitude. So also wants to get a discount on fitness programs, Shakeology, and Beachbody goodies that you're already buying. So if you're already a customer and you want to sign up to be a coach, you get that discount. So it's really, really nice to get that discount. Also likes the possibility of possibility. I love that one because it kind of goes along with the you just believe that there's something more. And the possibility of possibility, it kind of, I guess, to me means that you have faith that this is going to be good for you. All right, so a Beachbody coach is not someone who wants to get rich quick. Like I said before, it is really, really fun, rewarding work that we do, and you can work totally at your own pace, but it's not going to be like, in a month you're earning, oh my goodness, so much that, it doesn't happen quickly, okay? It takes a little while for that momentum to take off, and the coolest part about it is that your income is directly correlated to the number of people that you truly help. So it's very rewarding, but it's not by any means quick. Someone who wants the results without any of the effort. And like I said, it does take work in order to get your business built. Someone who wants to stay in their comfort zone. If I would have read this when I started, I would be like, nope, not signing up. No. But no, seriously, it's really fun actually when you learn, all right, so here's my bubble. Here's my comfort zone. And I don't want to do that thing over there because it's outside of my comfort zone. But once you do it enough times, it starts to actually become kind of invigorating and kind of fun. So it's kind of nice because that personal development side too can help you to step out of that comfort zone. And you've got awesome mentors all around you to encourage you and be like, no, just do it. You're going to love it. Just do it. See what happens, you know? It's not someone who thinks they know it all about fitness and nutrition. Like, you got to be open to different ideas and learning and, yeah, just really kind of being a sponge, like I'm going to say in a little bit. It's not someone who does not value others. We really are truly a caring community, and we do want to help others. So. All right, so this is really, really cool because you are the CEO of your business. So you decide at what pace you want to take your business. So I have on the side there, I'm like, I'm not your boss. I am your helper and your mentor. So I am totally here for you to help you and mentor you. I'm not going to be holding stuff over your head and, oh, you didn't hit this, you didn't hit this goal, whatever. That's not how I function. I give you any help that you need, and here you go. You know, you're on your own. You set the pace. So you could be a discount coach. So I want the 25% discount. That's all I'm interested in right now. You could be a part-time coach, and it's amazing what kind of a business you can build completely part-time. You can work toward full-time coaching, and then you can be a full-time coach. So it's really cool how you can be at any level of that spectrum and you can still feel the rewards from being a coach. All right, so how we earn money. It is by helping people change their own lives, physically, mentally, personally, financially, everything, okay? So it is absolutely amazing that I feel like I'm getting rewarded for all of my hard work that I'm doing, you know? Whereas at work, you know, if you're working for somebody else, you can bust your butt and work as hard as you can, stay late, come in early, work through lunch, and most of the time you're going to get paid the same. But with this, I can bust my butt and I can work like really, really hard. I can change a whole lot of lives and I can truly be rewarded financially for that. And there is something to say about that. So it's not all about the money, but it really is nice that I'm working towards financial freedom for my family. You know, I'm working towards paying off all of our debts. We don't owe anybody anything. I'm like, oh, that's going to feel so good that day that happens, because it's going to happen. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. And okay, so how we actually do earn money technically. So we get the 25% commission. And then if we help somebody out with a challenge pack, which is a program plus Shakeology together, they get a rockin' awesome discount on it and super cheap shipping. And then we also, as coaches, get a challenge pack bonus. So you earn at a little higher percentage when we do the challenge pack. There is a reason behind that, because that is actually the vehicle that's going to help the person out the most. When you can get fitness and that really dense, awesome nutrition from Shakeology together, you're going to see so much better results than if you just got a program. On the other side of the spectrum, you can see we get weekly paychecks, and it's really cool because we can actually you have the potential to duplicate your business. So what that means is that once you get far enough as a coach and you have your team, you can actually duplicate yourself and start earning money twice. So it's completely legitimate. It sounds weird, but you'll learn more about that as you go. But it's a really cool perk that that Beachbody has. So right in the middle is my favorite way to earn income. And that is being a leader of leaders and building my team, because not everybody, as far as people who want to get fit and healthy, not everybody is going to connect with me. You know, I like to think that everybody would, but it's not reality. So when I have multiple different personalities on my team as my coaches, then we can spread out so much more. We can connect with more people and change way more lives than I ever could by myself. So by being a really effective leader and helping my team reach out to more people and help more people, I actually earn from that as well. So the one across the bottom, no limit on your personal earning potential. So cool. I mean, it's amazing for me to think about that, but there is no limit as far as how much you could earn with this business. All right, so because I am totally a numbers person, I'm like, all right, so what does this look like? Like, seriously, what potential is there really? Am I talking like 25 bucks a week? Am I talking, what can I pay off with this? So this is Danielle Whitford. She is one of my mentors, and I have gotten to see her grow in her team, in her business, and it's really cool. So I included her progress by numbers here. And as you can see, in February 2014, this is a monthly number. It was $400, and then it grew in the next year to $2,000 a month. And then in the next actual, what is that, 5 months, 6 months, whatever the math is, it's up to $5,500 in a month. Now, that income growth happens, when you do grow your team. And I love that part because I love teaching people and I love being a mentor, so being a leader of my team. So this is just meant to give you an idea of what can happen. Now, I do want to put something in here. Between that February of 2014 and 2015, Danielle was still working full-time. She's got 2 little girls, and she was doing this business 1 hour a day. She would take her lunch hour, and it's called the power hour, is what we call it. She was super focused, very organized, very efficient, and she used that hour, 1 hour every day, to build that income, to build that business. So it's amazing what you can do with just a little bit of time. So this part is really, really fun. Through Beachbody, you can earn trips, and you also can earn conferences. And so right across the top is Punta Cana 2017, and I am pumped. I am so excited. My husband and I are going to go, and I have, just one quick second. There we go. I can actually earn that resort for free. And it's amazing. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And just by helping other people, I can earn that for free. Like, really? That it's really, really cool. I love that part about it. So the other picture that you see is Summit. I had kind of talked about that a little earlier, and that was completely life-changing. I learned so much. I learned so much about the company. I got to meet so many more coaches. We stayed up way later than we ever should have, but it was so much fun because we were just sitting in the hotel room just talking and talking and talking, and you realize that there are so many like-minded people. Like, I never knew that so many people were actually like me, craving positivity and wanting friendship and community and everything. It was so cool. And Super Saturday events is in the other corner down here, and those are so much fun. We do a workout together. There's usually an awesome speaker, just totally inspirational. And we get together with our coaches. So those are more regional events. Usually, if you're in Wisconsin, it's usually either Madison or Wisconsin Dells, Milwaukee, somewhere like that, Green Bay. But yeah, so Super Saturday events happen every quarter, and it's a really good opportunity to get together with really fun people. All right, so is there an investment to start coaching? And I know that's totally a big question. A lot of other companies, there's this huge startup cost, everything like that. There's not with this, which is awesome. I love it. The investment that you make in order to become a coach is actually an investment in you. It's so cool. So there's a couple different options, but you buy a challenge pack is the best way to go. And like I said, a challenge pack is a program plus Shakeology. So you get the best of both worlds. And the reason why you want to start that way is because then you have a journey to share. We are not salespeople at all. We just have found stuff that works for us, and we want to share that. So your challenge pack, depending upon what fitness program you choose to pair up with Shakeology, it can be anywhere as cheap as $140 up to $205. And that there's no enrollment fee at all to become a coach. So it's an awesome way to do it. And the coolest part about it is that you're getting products for yourself. You don't have to buy any inventory at all, which is awesome, because I had a different business at one point that I had to buy inventory, and then I'm like, okay, it's all sitting in a box in the closet, and I don't know if people are actually going to end up buying it. And then I bought too much of one thing, and then it expired, and you don't have to deal with any of that, which is awesome. It's really, really nice. There is a business service fee, and it's $15.95 a month. The cool part about that is that you get your discount privileges by paying that, but you just take Shakeology and you're still saving money because your discount is bigger than $15.95. So it's definitely not a lot of money, and you get a full-blown website with that fee. So a full-blown website, and actually your Coach Online office, which has a whole bunch of reports as far as your income goes and a lot of amazing resources in there. So the dollar amount on that is like peanuts compared to what you actually get for it. The fourth thing is training, and there is absolutely no investment in training. I have systems in place. I've got a new coach mentorship group that will give you exactly what you need to start off on the right foot, and it's completely free. So I know for me, when I started, that was a big thing. I wanted to start off right, and I wanted to learn as much as I can, but implement at the same time. And that is exactly what that training group allowed me to do. So it's really worth it. It's cool. Okay, so now I want to go through different reservations that you might have in your head of reasons why you think that you can't coach. So number one, I'm not in shape. I'm not at my goal weight. And that's okay. Honestly, people relate a lot better to somebody who is not perfect. We are here to just share our journey, and you do not have to have it all together in order to be a coach. Not at all. Number two, I don't have time. I totally get this, because I would have never thought that I had more time, like I would have time to take on more. I already felt so stretched thin. Like, how am I going to take on more? Honestly, this business lit such a fire in my soul. Like, I wanted to wake up early, which has never happened before. I'm not a morning person, but I was getting up at like 5:30 in the morning so I could do my training and my power hour before work. And it was so exciting. So you honestly can build a really good business by utilizing that power hour and connecting with people and really caring. It does not have to take up your whole day or a whole lot of your time at all. So I am not an expert in fitness or nutrition. That is good. That's awesome, because just be you. Just be real and be you. You do not have to be an expert whatsoever. The sign-up fees are too expensive. if you do feel that way, please talk to me. In my prior life, I was a banker. I am a budgeter at heart. I love figuring out different ways to finagle your budget so that you can afford things. So if you truly do feel that way and the $140 is too expensive, please talk with me, and I would be happy to go through and figure out some way to make it work. Okay. So number 5 is one of my favorite, because this is totally me. I am not a salesperson. I have made it so incredibly clear to my customers, to everybody, like on Facebook, everybody that I talk to, and like, I am probably the least salesy person that you will ever meet. But I'm passionate about this because I found something that finally worked for me. I finally lost my tummy fat. I finally got to quit my job, and I'm home with my kids every day. Like, this worked for me, and I want to share about that. I want to teach about that. So you do not have to be a salesperson. I actually would prefer it if you weren't really, like into sales a whole lot. And if you are, that's fine. But we want to do more of sharing and not being pushy, basically. Not saying that sales is always pushy, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see here. Okay, so the next 4, I don't know enough people. So one thing that is really, really helpful with that is that there's actually it's a tool, it's called the Memory Jogger. And it is in that Coach Online office that I was talking about. So when you become a coach, you get access to a ton of different resources. And it's so cool because you know more people than you think. You honestly do. When I had started and somebody told me, write down a list of 100 names of people that you might want to talk to about this, or, you might think that you could help in some way. And I'm like, 100? Seriously? Like, do I know 100 people? And I started going through that Memory Jogger, and it helped a ton. So it's definitely a very easy hurdle to work through if you feel like you don't know enough people. I don't know how to coach. I'm not even on social media, and that's okay. The cool part too is that you can utilize Facebook for the front of your business. You can go door to door and talk to people. You can talk to your family. You can host fit clubs, which actually I do, and people come and work out with me. You can connect with people on so many more levels than just on social media. So if social media is not your deal, that's okay. It doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be Facebook. If you would rather use Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or Pinterest, whatever you would rather use, go ahead. Like, feel free and, use that instead. Let's see here. It's too late for me to change. I'm too old. I'm too stuck in my ways, whatever the case may be. The personal development honestly can help with that a lot. So I can't afford to purchase a bunch of product. We talked about that. You don't have to. You don't have to carry any inventory at all. So number 10, possibly one of my favorites, it's a pyramid scheme. No, it's not. And I love this image because I just think it's funny. It's like, no thanks. That looks like pyramid scheme to me. And it's corporate America. I mean, it's almost all of us have worked within this pyramid at some point in time. So again, if you're curious about that and you're feeling like it's a pyramid scheme, just Google what a pyramid scheme is and learn about it. And then, you'll realize that Beachbody does not fit into that mold. And besides, pyramid schemes are illegal. So, all right. So why do you want to become a coach? Honestly, the better question is, why not? Why not you? Like, why not right now in your life? I have gotten that question just totally stuck in my head. The why not you? And it's that part of me that feels like I want something more for my life, for my family, for myself. And a lot of times, at least us as moms, we put ourselves on the back burner all the time, and we don't take care of ourselves. And what I've learned is that I have to take care of me so that I can actually take care of other people the way that I want to. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. I'm a better daughter, friend, everything when I take good care of myself. And part of that is feeling like I have a fulfilling career. So these are just a couple little things that, why become a coach? The new friends is definitely one of my favorites. 24/7 positivity, financial freedom. We talked about that. The discount, that in and of itself is totally worth it. The travel, going to Punta Cana and everything like that, all the excitement that's around that. And just plain accountability. I mean, honestly, there are people that become a coach because they want to put it out there. This is my goal. This is what I want to do. And it helps them to be accountable to themselves. So a couple other things, military coaches coach for free. They don't have to pay that $15.95 a month. So if you are in active military, and I believe spouses of active military are also eligible for that. And there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you do decide, yep, I want to coach, I want to do this, and then next week you're like, nope, not going to do it, you can get your money back. So, all right. So after this webinar, and I kind of went through and I taught you guys a whole bunch of stuff, what's next? I would love it if you would ask questions. Like I have said umpteen million times, I love teaching. So part of that is answering any questions that you have. I am sure that there's some stuff in this presentation that I missed that, is like crucial information that I forgot to tell you. So ask questions. Get enrolled with Team Happy Healthy Free. That is my team. And we are all about being happy, being healthy, and creating freedom for ourselves. So getting started with your own health and fitness journey is, one of your first steps. Work with your upline sponsor coach on getting started right and getting into our team training that I was talking about, and then go at it, put in the work, just implement that training that you learn. And it's definitely really, really good information, good training. And it's fun to start putting it into place. The fourth part, watch your life, attitude, and future change. I'm going to end tonight on just telling you a little bit about how much my life has changed since I started coaching. I've kind of talked a little bit about, a couple nuggets here and there as I was going, but the biggest part that my life has changed is that I am home with my kids now. I don't have to be crying in the lunchroom anymore. I don't have to be feeling rushed in the morning and just feeling guilty when I leave them at daycare and missing their, milestones in their life. I'm home with them. I'm raising my own kids, and that is what I wanted in my life. It does not have to be what you want in your life. You don't have to quit your job in order to coach. That does not have to be your goal, but it was mine, and it has come to fruition. It's my reality now, and it's amazing. So I guess that's probably the main part that's changed, but also just my outlook on our future. We're not going to have a mortgage for the next 30 years. I'm not going to work for someone else for 40 years out of my life and then finally get to retirement. It's actually something really cool I was reading about the other day. It's called front loading your life and just working really hard right now, building your business and creating that freedom. And the freedom of time is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I hope you guys all have an awesome night. I hope that this was helpful, and feel free to always reach out to me or whoever is your coach. Reach out to them with any questions. We would absolutely love to talk it over with you, okay? So have a great night, and we'll talk soon, okay? Bye.